So do you also use IndiaMART for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to automatically add new leads from IndiaMART to Zoho CRM. So like you, I also use IndiaMART to sell my products online. And now what I want is that as soon as we receive a new lead from IndiaMART, I want to add the lead details into my Zoho CRM. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between IndiaMART and Zoho CRM. And we are going to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language using an amazing automation software which is Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. In this video I'll show you how to automatically add new leads from IndiaMART to Zoho CRM. So no more copy pasting the information manually every time a new inquiry is arriving on IndiaMART. Automatically the details will be added in your Zoho CRM pipeline in real time. It is perfect for boosting response speed and staying organized. So let's get started. So to do this, I'm just going to open a new tab and I'm just going to look for the landing page of Pabbly Connect simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. Now it is opening the landing page of Pabbly Connect, and Pabbly Connect is an easy to use automation tool that requires no coding or programming knowledge. And using Pabbly Connect only, we're going to create a connection between IndiaMART and Zoho CRM. Alright, but before we move on further, I'll just show you something really helpful. This is the Pabbly community where automation users, business owners and marketers connect. It's a space where users share their ideas, solutions and workflow tips. So if you are stuck at any step, the community is a great resource for guidance. And if you also want to join this community, the link is given in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. Now I'm just going to move on further and create this amazing automation. For that, I'm just going to open the landing page of Pabbly Connect, and over here we're just going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can simply click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here, I am an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in. And once I'm just going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over you're going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm simply going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connects account. And once I'm just going to click on this access now, it is going to open the dashboard of my Pabbly Connects account. And to get started, I'm just going to simply click on this button which says create workflow, and now it is asking me to select the workflow builder. So here we have two options. The new workflow builder is faster, flexible and ideal for those who want a modern interface. The classic one, on the other hand, is perfect for users who prefer a stable, tried and tested setup. So you can use any one from this. I'm just going to use this new one. So I'm just going to select this new one. Now I'm just going to name my workflow and select the folder in which I want to save the workflow and click on this create. And once I'm just going to click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger starts the process while the actions are response towards the same, or you can say results towards the same. So for our example today, I'm just going to use IndiaMART as a trigger application and Zoho CRM as action, because I want that as soon as we receive a new lead from IndiaMART, I want to add the details of that lead into my Zoho CRM. Alright, so now I'm just going to move on further and I'm just going to set this up. For that, I'm just going to simply go towards this add trigger right over here, and now I'm just going to simply select my trigger application as IndiaMART. So I'm just going to search for IndiaMART right over here, and as you can see the same, so I'm simply going to select IndiaMART, and now I'm just going to simply select the trigger event right over here which is new leads and click on this connect. Now in order to create a connection between IndiaMART and Pabbly Connect, we have received a webhook URL and we're just going to use the same only. So what we have to do is we simply have to copy this webhook URL and then open our IndiaMART account. And after opening this account, from the left side of the bar, I'm just going to go towards this lead manager and then towards this menu import and export leads and then towards this push API. And now it is asking me to select the source and the CRM platform name. So over here in the help text, you can see that it has clearly mentioned that choose other in the select source option and enter Pabbly Connect in the CRM platform name. Alright, so I'm simply going to select the source as other right over here, and now I'm just going to enter the CRM platform name as Pabbly Connect, and now it is asking me for the webbook listener URL. So we are simply going to paste the URL which we copied from the workflow and click on this save details. And once I'm just going to click on this save details, it is asking me for the reason. Why do I wish to shift my IndiaMART leads to any another application? So you can use any reason from this. I'm just going to keep it as this only and click on this click to generate OTP. Now it is saying that it has successfully sent me the OTP. So I'm simply going to enter the OTP, and now we have successfully entered the OTP. So I'm simply going to click on this button which says submit, and once I'm just going to click on this submit, as you can see that we have successfully added this webbook listener URL right over here. And after adding this, with this we have successfully created a connection between IndiaMART and Pabbly Connect. But now it is saying waiting for a webbook response, and we have to do a test record so that we can capture this webbook response. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to open my CRM push API once again, and over here you're going to see the button of test your webbook listener URL. So I'm simply going to click on this test your webbook listener URL, and then once again on this test, and now it is saying success. So yes, with this we have successfully did the test submission. So now I'm just going to open my workflow, and over here you're going to see that Pabbly has captured the response of the test submission. Over here you're going to see all the details which Pabbly has captured, be it the sender's name, the mobile number, and the rest of the details. And now I'm just going to add these details in my Zoho CRM so that my sales team can follow up quickly and efficiently. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to simply add another action step, and now for the action application I'm simply going to select it as Zoho CRM. So I'm just going to search for Zoho CRM, and then I'm just going to select Zoho CRM right over here. And now for the event I'm just going to simply select it as create a contact and click on this connect. Now in order to connect my Zoho CRM, I'm just going to go towards this add a new connection and then connect with Zoho CRM. And now it is asking me for the Zoho CRM domain. So the domain can be anything from below. Alright, so I'm just going to look for my domain. For that I'm just going to open my Zoho CRM account, and as you can see that this is my domain, which is after CRM dot and before slash CRM. So as you can see that my domain is zoho.in. Alright, so I'm simply going to enter the same domain right over here, which is zoho.in. Your domain can be anything from below. Alright, after entering this domain I'm just going to simply click on this button which says save, and once I'm just going to click on this save, it is asking me for some permissions. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to simply click on this accept and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on accept. Pabbly is safe, and with this we have successfully created a connection between Zoho CRM and Pabbly Connect. And now it is asking me for the lead source, so I'm just going to simply select the lead source as advertisement. Now I'm just going to move in forward. I'm just going to simply enter all of these details right over here. So I'm only going to fill in the details which are required, like this last name. So I'm just going to simply look for name right over here, and as you can see that for the sender's name we have received this IndiaMART right over here. So yes, I'm using a test IndiaMART account, so that's the reason that we have received the name as IndiaMART. But if you're using a live IndiaMART account, you're definitely going to receive the live details of your lead right over here. Alright, so we are only going to map the details which are required right over here. So for that you must be wondering first, what is mapping? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected IndiaMART as our trigger application. So we are simply going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we are just going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. Alright, so I'm simply going to map these details. First I'm just going to map this last name, then I'm just going to map this email address. So as I've mentioned, I'm only going to fill in the details which are required and not all the details. Alright, now I'm just going to move in further. I'm just going to map this phone number right over here. Now I'm just going to move in further. I'm just going to map this detail right over here, and then I'm just going to move in further. It is asking me for many another details, so I'm only going to fill in the details which are required. Alright, so I'm just going to simply enter this address right over here, then I'm just going to move in further. Now I'm just going to simply click on this button which says save and send test request, and once I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, yes, you can see that we have received the positive response that we have successfully added these lead details into our Zoho CRM. So I'm just going to open my Zoho CRM and check for the details added. Alright, so I'm just going to refresh this contacts page of my Zoho CRM, and as you're going to see that we have successfully created a new contact with these same details. We're going to see the same name, same email address, and the same phone number. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow. Now whenever we're going to receive a new lead from IndiaMART, automatically the details of that lead will be added right over here in my Zoho CRM automatically. So all of this is going to happen in backend. We don't have to come back and again to our workflow to click on save and send as request. Yes, whenever we're going to receive a new lead, automatically the lead details will be getting added right over here in my Zoho CRM so that my sales team can follow up quickly. So yes, now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. So now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.